pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular.
I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the bae. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on growing, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. RP that got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ritter looking to put it up right away. And complete to Drake London.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Second down and 6 now. Ritter now. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ritter off the play fake.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Zach Bond.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Quick pass out to Miller.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On second down, Ritter
sets up the screen to Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Short throw caught by Pitts.
It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 27. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his track. Line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Ritter.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second down throw coming for Ritter.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London with touchdown number 8 on the year
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Koo to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Right down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. fakes the spike. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
There he goes, right side. Pushing his way through. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Right back to Pitts again. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal, Ritter with it. Throw left side, there's London. Touchdown! Drake London. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Bootlegging out here. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown
Kyle Pitts
from 6 yards away.
And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. Oh, he's hit. The ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Okay, ready?
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Ready.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
No gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Carr. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Now! 180! 180! We're good!
The final shot here before half for Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
There's Chris Olave.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action. Now Carr. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now a play fake. Carr.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
81 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Falcons have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he... to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Again, it'll be Algier. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Algier.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here's Algier again on second down.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Algier with another carry.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Tyler Algier, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And that is wide to the left and no good, but there are multiple flags on the field. I think this drive is going to stay alive. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara, and he goes diving forward to try to get an extra yard or 2. A gain of 8 there on the play, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Carr got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Carr now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to have another 1st down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
29!
Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
Oh, and it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
Now he's loose at the 40. Alvin Kamara.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. Touchdown, New Orleans.
So nearly a disaster there, but fortunately able to pounce on his own fumble, and that remains a touchdown.
And think about the run and the effort put in there by everyone, including him. Could you imagine going that far and not finishing it off with a touchdown? Fortunately for him, he was able to do exactly that.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take a knee. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much.